usually when I make beats, I don't necessarily always have like a concept or like a genre in mind. I usually let the instrument take me wherever it's gonna go. I'm just experimenting and just letting it just take me where I wanna go. So I was on Instagram Live and I made the beat. And I premiered it at my show at Argyle Night Market back in August of 2022. And then when I started thinking about releasing music once a month, I knew that I wanted to put this one out. I knew like I wanted to like shift it because it was like 5 minutes long and I felt like it was just redundant. So I wanted to switch it up, right? I was like on my computer just like making little tweaks, and it turned into a whole nother type of beat, more hip hop and stuff. And I'm like, I want to rap on this. I found the melody when I was walking my dog at the park. And I knew I wanted to have something with the A sound, because I was like, hule, I'm not into lay. And it's like, that's not what I would say, but something about the A. I'm gonna catch the wave. Who next? And I wanted to keep it with the who nay, like nay, catch the wave. But I couldn't find nothing to fit the A sound, so I just said, who's next? I started recording it. I could peep harmonies, even in places where I, like, in the moment, I'm like, I only can think of like one harmony, but then I just started experimenting with that. Who next? I'm gonna catch the wave. Who next? I'm gonna catch the wave. Who next? I'm gonna catch the wave. Who next? I'm gonna catch the and here we are. Something that I typically do not do in my beat making process is add real life sounds to my music. And something that I'm like trying to be more intentional about. So like recording conversations or recording like outdoor noises, any kind of like ambient or any kind of like thing that's happening around me, to record that and to implement that into the music. I found some audio that I recorded of rain falling, and so I implemented some rain in the sound to give it that feel that I was hearing. And why I called it the outpour, because sometimes we think of outpour as in the outpour of love, everyone giving us so much love, pouring so much love into us. But then I thought about rain, and when I was looking up other words for rain, I saw the outpour. And even with like house music, there's so much like of an outpour of energy. There's so much sweat that comes out of your body. There's a lot of love, you know? So yeah, outpour can go out to like be resemble in a way of like water and sweat and I don't know, just dancing in the rain type of vibe, but it also could just be like an outpour of love, an outpour of energy. So that's why I called it the outpour. The album artwork is a whole nother thing because like I said, when I thought of the outpour, when I think of this song, I think of rain, I think of like the city, I think of racing, like drag racing, definitely something surrounding nighttime, rain, downtown lights, racing, cars, highways, like that's what I thought. And so I found a couple of images that was really hard for me to choose from. So I ended up making it as a collage, like replicating, like copying it and pasting it and, you know, changing the opacity and stuff. Like that was kind of my like backstory on the cover art of it. I wanted to reflect like what I felt and what I seen when I think of this song, when I heard this song. The other part of the song that makes it really unique is that maybe my musicians could really tap into this, or someone who's very musically inclined, maybe y'all tapped into it. But right when the rap section started, the BPM went up by 8.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, so in position to get what I ask when I stay persistent. The mind has shifted, not coexistent, when people not tap to the intuition.
So it was originally 120, and then it went up to like 128.3. When I was recording the song, I felt myself getting ahead of myself. Like when I was rapping faster than the 120 BPM, right? And I showed it to my friend, shout out to Kiera, and she was like, it should be a little bit faster for the second part. And I was like, you know what? And before I even finished my sentence, she was like, you don't gotta listen to me, you don't gotta listen to me. And I was like, no, like I'm showing it to you for a reason, or previewing it to you for a reason. And it's so funny that you say that, because I was thinking that it should be faster too. And so I basically went through a whole process of finding out how do I speed up a certain section of the track. And then on top of that, I play with automation. I usually don't do that when I'm working on my beats unless it's like live. But other than that, I don't really do that with my beats, because for me, it's tedious. And I know, like, as a video editor, people be asking me like, how do you have that much patience to make to like edit these videos? And it's like, I guess it's no different than like playing with the automations and stuff. So you can hear that I was playing with that too. And something I need to like do more to give the song more of like a definition, because like I don't want people to get bored when they hear my music or just hear a loop. This is why I like to change the beat up and like to just go into different sections and stuff, which is in a way like a musician or producer element. I definitely consider myself a producer. I definitely consider myself all of those things: musician, beat maker, even though my primary instrument is my voice and the machine jam. Yeah, that's basically the backstory of the Outpour, which just started as like a super long 5-minute drawn out track to something that really felt like it took you somewhere, or it's taking you somewhere. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Peace, y'all.